Ryan Groene is the wonderful Mr. Can't Steal Your Girl. If Groene weren't in the Hunger Games, he ranked himself as not so well when compared to his competitors because he has no athletic ability whatsoever. He would like to win Mr. Jaguar because he, quote, never wins anything, so this would be a nice change. Give a round of applause for Mr. Can't Steal Your Girl.
Mr. Toolbox is next to take the stage. Jack Boyle, a lacrosse hero, has said that if he were to ever win Mr. Jaguar, the first thing he would do is hug his mom. When asked how he would rank himself amongst his competitors in the Hunger Games, he said he was more than likely to win because he, quote, always has 2 guns on him at all times. Please welcome Jack Boyle and Mr. Toolbox.
That's my dad. You can call me Max to the stage. Max Frank wishes to have the superpower of being able to accurately predict the probability of anything happening, like the outcome of this beauty pageant. The first thing Frank would do if he were to win Mr. Jaguar is shove it in his brother's face. Quote, ha, you may be a doctor, but I want a beauty pageant. Let's go.
Everybody, welcome to the stage, Mr. Dad Bod Kenneth Hillen. If Hillen was a Disney princess, he'd be Ariel because he can hold his breath super long for almost like 30 seconds. If he were to win Mr. Jaguar, the first thing he would do is go to Disney World. Please welcome Mr. Dad Bod.
His legs may be weak, but his arms are strong. Let's give it up for Mr. Leg Day, Chris McCoy. The thing McCoy relates most to is wheelchair Drake. It's pretty obvious why. If Mr. McCoy were to be in the Hunger Games, he said he would not rank well amongst his competitors because, well, he can't run. Let's all give a warm welcome to Mr. Leg.
Following his older brother from past years onto the Mr. Jaguar stage, let's welcome Mr. Teaspoon's Jacob Dietrich. An immediate swipe right on Tinder for him would be seeing his favorite curve on a woman, her smile. The first thing he would do if he won Mr. Jaguar is wake up to the sound of his alarm clock because he will only win in his dreams. Give it up for Mr. Teaspoons.
Due to illness, Mr. Bubbles cannot make it to the stage currently. But if Zach Hoffman were to describe himself, he would say he's like a walking, talking Stephen Hawking. If the world were about to end, the last thing Hoffman would do is load all the dogs in the world onto a rocket and launch them into space so they can build a new civilization, a better one than ours. Let's give it up for Mr. Bubbles.
Cristian Hosack or Mr. Miyagi is next on stage. When looking at a mirror, Mr. Miyagi sees a 63-year-old man named Reginald that goes by Reggie. He was a former saxophone player for a ragtime band and is a recent widower, so he says he's in a beauty. If he were to describe himself, he would say he's not much to look at, but has an all-right personality. Welcome Cristian Hosack, or as I should say, Mr. Miyagi to the stage.
Scott Heckman is next on stage as Mr. USA. Spoken like a true politician, Mr. USA swears that he should be Mr. Jaguar because he is willing and able to hold the position of Mr. Jaguar. Living the American dream, Mr. USA sees himself in a corporate office with his feet on the desk running the show 10 years from now. Let's give it up for Mr. USA.
Taking the stage next is the fiery Mr. Red Hot Curry Modigunta. Taught him was to do it for the money, and he believes his soulmate is an Indian with a salary of $150,000 at the least. Modigunta most relates to the Disney princess, Jasmine, because she, quote, she represents his skin color. Let's please welcome to the stage, Mr. Red Hot Curry.
Funsize to the stage. Devin Gonthier brings meaning to the saying, good things come in small packages. Sorry ladies, Gonthier said his soulmate is Amber Juice. So Amber, prep for a night of fun because he says his ideal date is picking you up in his red-hot 1957 Chevy Bel Air, taking you to Forest Park and the Art Museum, and having a homemade picnic on our hill. Let's welcome this short but full of surprises man.
Mr. Fetsch is up next. Ryan Fetsch believes he will win Mr. Jaguar because he has the power of God and anime on his side. As a sophomore underdog, he hopes that he will convince the judges that he is perfect to win the crown because he is awkward but pretty, funny, and really hyper. That's a wrap for Mr. Fetsch.
Let's give a radiating welcome to Mr. Sunshine, Logan Lafeber. Mr. Sunshine's ideal first date is to go on a dinner to a place of his lady's choice. Ladies, beware. Don't take this man on a picnic. He's allergic to the sun. We are beaming with pride at having Mr. Sunshine on our stage this fine evening.
Beautiful Mr. Flow God, Dakota Jarosz. He plans to not only win the show, but win your heart with his luscious locks. Jarosz describes himself as having a great face for radio and a great voice for silent movies. He believes his soulmate is himself because you must love yourself before you love anyone else. Please give it away for Mr. Flow God.
Next up is Mr. Hubba Bubba Butt, Brendan Ball. If Ball were to have one superpower, it would be the power to make insulin. To convince the judges in 5 words as to why he should be Mr. Jaguar, he said, quote, I know you like chocolate. Let's give it up for Mr. Hubba Bubba Butt.
Welcome to the stage, the gorgeous Mr. Miss America, Ben Ritter. Growing up, the most important lesson his parents ever taught him is that he lives in the greatest country in the world. Sorry, Megan Hertling. It seems like Ritter has said that his soulmate is Nikki Haley, the UN ambassador. She has all his love and support. Without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Miss America.
Next up on stage is the mesmerizing Mr. Booty Poppins, Mitchell Yeager. Ladies, look no further. Your ideal man is right here. His ideal first date would be his mom driving you guys to Chuck E. Cheese in style with her minivan. After that, he plans to win you a stuffed animal from the claw machine, fall in love, and get married. He hopes that if he wins the title of Mr. Jaguar, he will finally hear the phrase, I'm proud of you, son. Please give it up for Mr. Booty Poppins.
The truly amazing Mr. Insert Impression here, Jack Robertson. Coming in with an astounding 71 impression count under his belt, Robertson can imitate just about anyone. If he were a Disney princess, he would be Wally, because that's what a BuzzFeed quiz told him. He believes he should be Mr. Jaguar because he eats pizza the right way, with pineapple. Please give Mr. Insert Impression here a warm welcome.
Welcome to the stage, the amazing Mr. Donnosaurus, Donny Fitton. The last thing Fitton would do if the world was ending would be release his secret fire mixtape. The most important piece of advice he's learned is to always ask for no slaw, extra dose. Give it away for Mr. Donnosaurus.
Let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Oh So Fine, Miyagi Fine. The most important lesson his parents ever taught him was to respect women, tip your waiters, and always cover your cameras in case the government is watching. Mr. Oh So Fine has one message to relay to the judges. Quote, well, I'm not saying I'll give political favors to whichever judge votes for me, but that's exactly what I'm saying. Give it up for Mr. Oh So Fine. saw the best talent and the best looking boys I've ever seen. But now it's time to introduce the top 10. Before we do, can we have a round of applause for all of this talent we've seen tonight? Also, don't forget to vote by going to fcwnews.com to ensure your favorite wins. At this time, Paola and Hope will introduce the top 10.
Can the following boys please step forward? Ryan Groene.
Jack Boyle.
Brendan Ball.
Devin Gonthier.
Cristian Hosack. Tyler Fitton. Chris McCoy.
And Dakota Jarosz. Frontline, congratulations. You are this year's top